What's up, guys? It's Dave from betsum.com, and today I'm going to go over some daily fantasy plays for NBA, as well as a pick that I like from tonight's games. We'll start out with the daily fantasy and the point guards, which I like Eric Bledsoe for 7,700. He's averaging 33 minutes a game, 37 fantasy points. Great floor, high ceiling, and I love his matchup tonight. We also have Peyton for 6,300, who's playing against Ty Lawson and Harden, and I expect him to get a lot of stats here, including a lot of steals and assists tonight. He's got a little bit of a height advantage versus Lawson too, so I expect him to drive to the basket more than usual and hopefully pick up some extra points on the floor and at the line. We also have George Hill at 6,200, who's averaging 38 minutes right now, and he's just lights out from three. He's making the right decisions and getting a lot of steals and assists as well. So as far as a cheap pick at point guards, I like Darren Collison at 4,600. He's averaging only about 25 points in 30 minutes right now, but he should be entering the starting lineup soon, and his minutes have already been increasing up to 35 last game. So I think it's a good price for a decent floor and some extra value if his minutes stay at 35 plus. So as far as shooting guards go, I like Brandon Knight a lot at 6,700. He's been moved to shooting guard. He still should be carrying that same 35-minute, 35-point load. I love him at shooting guard way more than point guard, especially at this price, and I certainly don't mind paying for him at a shooting guard position. I also like Beal at 6,300. He's about as safe as they come as for shooting guard. He plays top minutes and gets over 20 shots a game and rebounds the ball very well. So small forwards tonight, I'm going to be paying for Durant. I like OKC -8, and I think Durant is going to be a big reason why. I think he's going to go off, and I certainly don't mind paying for him on a night like tonight. So he'll be my expensive pick in my lineups, and then I'll have Kawhi Leonard in a few at 7,800. He's being made the focal point of the offense right now by Pop, and he's averaging 35 minutes and 20 shots a game. So he contributes in all the statistical categories, and it virtually makes it impossible for him to let you down, and he could always go off for 50 plus. As a very cheap pick at this position, I like Fournier at 4,400. He's averaging 35 minutes a game and 25 fantasy points, and he's just a flat-out scorer, so he could put up a big game as well. So he's a good cheap option at small forward. I'm not really huge on any power forwards this week, but I do like Nerlens Noel right now at 7,000. Although his price is increasing, he's just on fire. And I don't think his price has hit its ceiling yet, so I think it's going to keep going up. And it's 7,000 still a good price for him. I love his matchup tonight, and he's averaging 35 minutes a game, and he's just the definition of high floor, high ceiling. Last but not least, at center position, I like Valanciunas for 6,000. He's just a threat for 15 boards and 20 points on every night he plays. He shoots foul shots, and he just plays top minutes. And if he can get a few blocks, which I think his blocks will pick up, that's some extra value points right there. So last but not least, let's move on to who I like tonight. I just want to make it known that there are a few games that I like tonight, but I'm going to stay away from the majority of them. But I do really like Oklahoma City -8 tonight. I think that line's too high at 8. The line should be about 5 or 6 because Toronto looks great. They're 3-0, and they're just good enough for this line. Should be +6. Toronto's been covering the spreads, and OKC really hasn't, but they do cover at home, and they usually cover in big ways, and they did do exactly that in their one home game this season, where they're about 10-point faves. I'll think they'll do the same tonight. I think that line suggests that OKC is stronger in this spot than we think, or Toronto's a little weaker. 83% of the money right now is on Toronto, and that makes me like Thunder even more. So those are my DFS plays and my picks for tonight. Enjoy the games, and join us tomorrow for the same show.